Speed thrills until it kills. Every turn, every overtake, every second of lost control can decide between life and death. In these shocking moments, drivers push their limits, chasing time, ignoring danger, and facing the brutal reality of high-speed mistakes. But amid the chaos, there are those miraculous escapes that defy all odds. Prepare yourself to witness how a heartbeat's difference can separate survival from tragedy. The situation was so sudden that it only took a split second. If they had been a little quicker, the girl would have been crushed by the electric pole. The crazy car accidentally stepped on the gas pedal, causing the car to spin in circles, hitting many people, and then stopping after hitting an electric pole. It scared everyone. The boy escaped death by a split second. He was quite lucky when the car dodged in time. A driver reverses into a gas station to refuel, but in a split second, everything goes wrong. Mistaking the accelerator for the brake, the car shoots backward with terrifying force, slamming into the fuel pump and the station attendant within. Moments, flames erupt, turning a simple refueling stop into a fiery disaster. Driving too fast, lost control, and crashed into a car parked on the side of the road. Luckily, the man standing next to him was able to avoid it. The burning tanker shot off like a rocket. A terrible accident when a car running at high speed suddenly crashed into a pillar of a house gate. An unlucky day for the owners of those two cars. A simple mistake turns into total chaos. The driver hits the gas instead of the brake, sending the car spinning out of control in reverse. Open the car door. Remember to look carefully if you don't want to end up like his car. The Grim Reaper reached out, and she slipped through his fingers. At a busy intersection, a driver suddenly turned around without looking. In the blink of an eye, a tragedy almost happened, but fate intervened. Miraculously, all pedestrians escaped unharmed. A split-second mistake. A lifelong lesson. The other crane drove too carelessly without returning the crane to its original position, making him pay the price. When turning around at a three-way or four-way intersection, remember to observe all directions carefully. Make sure it is safe before turning around. He dodged death by a heartbeat. Seconds later, two cars crashed where he stood. Accelerating down the road without control, the driver pushed the dangerous limit too far. In just a few seconds, he crashed into the median and flipped over in a violent accident. A painful reminder that just a moment of recklessness can turn into a fatal disaster in the blink of an eye. At a busy intersection, neither driver slows down nor looks ahead. In a split second, the two vehicles collide violently, sending a man flying forward in the chaos. A shocking moment that shows how just one careless second can change everything. Sitting on the side of the road, he had no idea what was about to happen. A container truck traveling at high speed suddenly lost control and headed straight for him. In a split second, he jumped to the side, narrowly escaping death. Falling asleep behind the wheel is one of the leading causes of traffic accidents worldwide. Just a few seconds of drowsiness can turn a peaceful drive into a deadly tragedy. Driving at high speed, the car loses control and crashes straight into a house wall. The impact is devastating. The vehicle is completely destroyed. Yet, miraculously, the driver escapes with only minor injuries. While driving along the road, the car suddenly plunges into a deep sinkhole that opens beneath it. In an instant, the front end dives straight down. A shocking moment no one saw coming. A heavily loaded truck speeds through a sharp curve without slowing down. The weight shifts, balance is lost, and in seconds, the cargo spills all over the road. A fuel tanker loses its brakes and rushes straight through a red light, right where the railway barrier is down. In a terrifying moment, it narrowly misses a woman standing nearby. A miracle that she walked away unharmed. The white car, wanting to avoid other cars in front, chose to turn to the side of the road. The car rushed straight ahead. Fortunately, the car was only slightly damaged. Speeding through the intersection, the car suddenly loses control, crashing into vehicles waiting at the red light. It flips multiple times across their rooftops before finally coming to a stop. A terrifying crash that could have ended in tragedy. After stepping out, he forgets to pull the handbrake, and the car begins to move on its own. Panicking, the man rushes to stop it, but in the chaos, he hits the gas instead of the brake. In seconds, a simple mistake turns into a sudden crash. Every crash you've seen could have been avoided. Every near miss, a second chance granted by fate. But fate won't always be kind. Speeding, distraction, and carelessness take lives every single day. Behind every crash is a family waiting for someone who will never come home. So the next time you're behind the wheel, slow down, stay focused, and respect the road. Because no destination is worth a life. And no thrill is worth a lifetime of regret.